Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Welcome to my Clubhouse family. Welcome to everybody that's on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and as well as Facebook. But welcome to my Clubhouse family. Welcome to the YouTube family. And thank y'all so much for joining us. You guys got a lot of choices of where you could be on this app, and you've chosen to be with us. So we super appreciate that. And just like we do every Tuesday, we're literally going to come here and give the game away about virtual assistants and how they can change your life. So tonight's title is, if you don't have virtual assistants in 2024, you're losing, right? So you are losing in 2024, guys. If you do not have some assistance, if you do not have some help, if you do not have help inside of your personal life, inside of your business, right, inside of all the endeavors that God has put on your heart, if you do not have a virtual assistant helping you with that, especially at $4 an hour, you are absolutely losing out. So guys, my name is Derek Forston. I'm the owner and operator of a bunch of different businesses, right, that we'll talk about tonight. But one of them that I'm super proud of is VA 101. And I'm actually wearing the sweatshirt today. So I super believe in being a walking billboard at all times. So again, I'm one of the co-founders of VA 101. And that's our virtual assistant staffing agency, where we allow and where we help virtual assistants, organizations, business owners, entrepreneurs, CEOs, mothers and moms of little children, anybody that needs some help inside of your personal life and or your business. That's exactly what VA 101 does. So we vet, we train, and we endorse virtual assistants to you and your business for only $4 an hour. So what's pretty cool about it, there's only a one-time setup fee for $697 to get the VA, for our team to vet, train, and endorse, and also to, have you inside of a community and all of these courses and the curriculum and the ebook that we give you. So there's also an onboarding that's a part of that, right? Some of these companies that give you VAs, they just give you a VA and say, good luck, I hope you make it. But we're very different at VA 101. We literally hold your hand through the entire process. You're also a part of picking who your staff is going to be. Again, we're not a company that just gives you a VA, but we're actually going to allow you to choose from a pool of them, right? And you're going to pick and you're going to interview them. So tonight we'll be talking about how that works and what's all involved in VA 101. I'll actually bring one of my VAs on stage who kind of helps us do all of this stuff that we're doing tonight. So even the PowerPoint that I'll be showing, even setting up this call tonight, guys, most of y'all know it. I'm not very techie. I'm not good at setting up this kind of stuff, right? So I depend on my buddy Alex, on my family member Alex, my virtual assistant Alex, to kind of help with all of this stuff. So at some point he'll introduce himself. I'm also going to let Shay introduce herself and talk to you guys about what she does inside of VA 101 and how do we combine that with our digital marketing company, Digital Flow Solutions. But we also, again, just want to thank everybody for being here. We super appreciate it. And at some point, we want you guys to visit our website at va101.co. So, Alex, if you can go ahead and put that in the chat. We've already put a couple things in the chat. But any questions, any concerns that you guys may have tonight about virtual assistants, how they work, what's our process at VA 101, or what can a virtual assistant do? Or if you're completely new and you don't even know what a virtual assistant is, right? We're going to break all of that down today. So we're super excited about that. So Ms. Shay, welcome to the stage. I'm going to let you introduce yourself, tell the folks who you are, what you do, and just jump right into it if you got anything in terms of virtual assistant talk.
Absolutely. Good evening, everybody. I am Shanya Shea Forston, co-founder of VA 101. Sorry, I am actually not in the studio tonight, but I'm here with you loud and clear. Hope you can all hear me very well. I am the co-founder again at VA 101, also the president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, which is a local 501c3 nonprofit organization that houses women that have escaped from domestic violence and other issues of life that have caused them to be homeless or on the risk of homelessness. And we do that utilizing the ILF shared living model that we teach also through Forston Consultants. I'm excited to talk about the conversation tonight on virtual assistants and how they have helped me and Derek and all of our cohorts in the ILF space navigate and grow our businesses utilizing the skill sets that they have. Again, as a 501c3 nonprofit organization founder, I utilize a virtual assistant in many areas of my nonprofit, including grants. So a lot of people ask, well, how do you get grants? How do you get grants? I train a virtual assistant to do it, and they go out there and they source grants. They apply for those grants, and then they also help me build and gain relationships within my community by setting up meetings and opportunities for me to go out and as Derek would say, shake hands and kiss babies, right, in the community and expand, literally introduce people to who we are and what we do. So that's a little bit about me, and I hope that is a great start of question starter. Get some questions going. I am also, oh, let me not forget this. I am also co-founder at Forston Consultants, and I am the business strategist and implementation specialist, where I take you on a journey to help you grow and evolve your business from its current standpoint to getting to that next level. Also, the founder of Digital Flow Solutions, where we have a all web design and marketing platform, CRM, and a whole bunch of other stuff where we can take that business to the next level. So that's a little bit about me. I know that's a mouthful, but Derek, I'm going to throw it back to you and Alex over there in the Force and Consultant studio.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, Alex, good evening, sir. How are you doing today?
Good evening, Mr. Derek. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me. My name
Yep,
is
we can hear.
Alex Chuku, VA at Fosun Consultants and Digital Flow Solutions. I'm a lead generation specialist working for Fosun Consultants. And what I do for Fosun Consultant is I build websites for businesses of all sizes and optimizable websites. And I help these businesses to scale, to reach their target audience and also to perform well against their competitors using all the features that we offer from all the website features that we actually offer at Digital Flow Solutions. I'm also the live session assistant to Mr. Derek Fossen and Michelle. So you can feel free to put in any question in the chat. I'm always here to assist you and attend to you. Thank you very much.
Good stuff. I appreciate that. So, guys, that's my virtual assistant, Alex. And the first person that was speaking, that's my beautiful wife, Shay, who doesn't have her camera on tonight. But Alex is our, as he said, he's our lead generation specialist. And that just simply means like we have businesses, right? So we need people to serve. Alex is a part of bringing those customers into us. And a big part of that is using digital flow solutions, right? So also at some point tonight, you guys can visit digitalflowsolutions.net. That's our digital marketing company, so that we want you guys to check that out as well. So Alex, put that into the chat as well, because we want people to visit that page and also check it out and see what it looks like. So everything that you guys will see when you go to digitalflowsolutions.net, Alex literally built that website. So guys, I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I want done, but I personally cannot do them myself, because again, I'm not very techy. So when you have an Alex, it kind of makes it that much more easier. So again, if you guys have questions or concerns, please put them in the chat. But tonight, pretty much what we'll be doing is just talking about what can these VAs do, what is a VA, and how can they be intertwined into your business. And again, if you have questions, that's what we specialize on. We also have a 7-minute video. So even though we'll talk for about 60 to 90 minutes tonight, we also have a 7-minute video that explains everything about VA 101 and how to get a virtual assistant, right? How to get somebody on your team to help you, or how do you get somebody to help develop all of these ideas that we're all starting in this new year, right? So first of all, happy new year to everybody here. And a lot of times people will bring up these new resolutions and these new ideas that they want to do, and sometimes they just fall by the wayside. 85% of why people don't finish their dreams is because they don't have anybody to help them to come true. Meaning you work a 9 to 5 job, you have a spouse, you have kids, you're involved at your church, your kids are involved in sports. So you're busy, and there's only 24 hours a day, right? And we usually sleep 8 hours of those, right? And another 8 hours of those were on somebody's job. So there is no way that Shay and I could run 8 different successful businesses without people like Alex, right? Because again, I have several businesses that we have, guys, that I personally myself don't know how to run those businesses, right? But it's because of the skill set, like of somebody like an Alex, that we're able to have a digital marketing company. It's the skill set of the guy named Danish, who's on part of our team, that I have a web development team, a marketing team, right? People that can build websites from scratch, people that can code people that can do automations within your business and funnels and all of those things that just help your business run. Look, if you all, we now offer all of that stuff. So a lot of you guys have heard of the term click funnels. Well, we have digital flow solutions, which is actually better than click funnels. So we have our own phone system. So if you guys need a phone system for your business, if you need a text messaging system, what about tying all that in together with a virtual assistant? And that's what we'll talk about tonight. So I'll also have Shay talk about our process at VA 101. So from the point somebody buys a virtual assistant or buys the VA service, what happens after that, right? When is your interview process? How do you pick these VAs, right? Is there a course involved in it? Yes. Is there ebook involved in it? Yes. And do we give a 90-day guarantee? Yes. So that's what kind of also separates us from most companies that do the VA thing. We actually give you guys a 90-day free replacement. So that means that if it's not working out and you've had this VA for 85 days, you can replace that VA free of charge, no questions asked, inside of those 90 days. And then for the person that says, well, Derek, what about after the 90 days on day 120? Well, we have another insurance that you guys can tap into that for life, as long as you're paying the $27 a month, you can replace that VA at any given time, right? And that's the cheat code, because even the $27 a month for 12 months doesn't even equal up to what you would pay normally for the virtual assistant by itself at $697. So I'm going to call out a couple of things that the VAs do or what they're capable of doing. And then I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a PowerPoint that this organization called me in for, and they wanted for me to present the VA. Well, actually, I tell you what, I'm going to do that first. There was a company that wanted some VAs from us, right? They said, Derek, I tell you what, I want you to present this before us, but I want the VA to build the PowerPoint. I want them to film it as they're building it. And then I want them to do it according to how we're asking for it. So I'm getting ready to literally pull up a PowerPoint, right? Put a number 2 in the chat if you guys can see this PowerPoint. I want to make sure I don't start talking and nobody sees it. So everybody should see benefits of hiring a virtual assistant from VA 101. Put a number 2 in the chat if you all can see that. And if you guys are in Clubhouse, come on over to YouTube where we're live, and you can click that link at the top. But put a number 2 in the chat so that I can just make sure that you all can see this PowerPoint. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Margaret. I appreciate that. So this PowerPoint, ladies and gentlemen, was literally built by my team of VAs for a company that wanted me to come and represent this. And they asked for me to build this in a certain way. So I'm going to give it to you guys, right? So first of all, who am I? I'm Derek Forston. And why am I qualified to talk about VAs? Now, right here, when we first built this, guys, I had a team of 14 VAs. Now, I'll admit, I don't have 14 VAs today. I do have 8 VAs that work for us, but we oversee hundreds of them through our company, VA 101. I'm the owner of multiple businesses, right? So because I told you just a little while ago, guys, Shay and I own 8 businesses, but one of them I'm really good at, and that's his consulting and talking and teaching and pouring into people. Right? But VA 101 and the other 7 businesses, I'll admit, guys, they're literally ran by virtual assistants to where I'm really not involved in that, right? You guys don't want me in that stuff. So there's a multitude of businesses that I have. And guess what, guys? My VA built that picture of me through an AI tool. So most of y'all think that that's me in that picture, and it is, but that's an AI picture that my virtual assistant made of me. Because again, this is what the requirement that the company wanted to see, right? So they also gave a requirement where they wanted a theme picture right before the regular words, right? So slide number 2, they said, I want you to have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different points. And usually you would break 7 points up into different individual slides. But watch how they gave the assignment, because they wanted to see if my VAs could follow instruction. So this is literally how they broke it down. So what is a virtual assistant, right? That's for the person that'll join us either now or later and has no clue what a VA is. A VA is somebody that can work remotely. Most virtual assistants, guys, won't even work in your city or your state. They're probably going to be in a different country. Most of my VAs in our team, they're from the Philippines. They're from Nigeria. They're from Egypt. They're from Pakistan. Why do we do that? Because it's very affordable. So we do that for 2 reasons, right? For one, it's very affordable for us to get some help inside of our business at, say, starting at $4 an hour, but it's also very lucrative for them because of where they live at. $4 an hour is a well-to-do family, right? So everywhere where our VAs work at, most of them, the average minimum wage is about $1 an hour, 98 cents an hour, 85 cents an hour. So when we pay the $4 an hour, it's more than what they would usually make in terms of where they live at. They also only have to work Monday through Friday with us. Whereas a lot of the Philippines that we interview, they talk about all the time actually having to work 7 days a week for $1.13 an hour. So when we present $4 an hour, it's an absolute no-brainer. So again, a virtual assistant is most of the time is going to be working from a remote location. That way it's very affordable for you and your business. Okay. Tasks can include email management, appointment scheduling, customer support, social media management, bookkeeping, and graphic design. Guys, I have all of that stuff within our 8 businesses, but guess what? I don't do any of that. I don't do the social media. I don't answer the phone calls. All that's being ran by a virtual assistant, right? The call comes through our calling phone system. The VA answers it and then transfer the call to the respective person within our business, right? Most people, 90% of the time, call for me, right? But the other side to that is other things that they may need. Virtual assistants also work independently and they communicate through email, messaging apps, and video conferences. Because somebody said, well, Derek, if your VAs work in Nigeria and Pakistan, how do you talk to them? Telegram, WhatsApp, email. So you have the choice of how you want to communicate with these VAs, but we love Telegram. So we lead everybody towards Telegram, right? Virtual assistants offer flexibility and cost effectiveness for your business. Guys, if I were to hire a team of the team that I have right now, starting from the top, Tara is my executive administrator. In the US, for me to hire what Tara does for my business, that will cost me probably $200,000 a year. Guess why? Because Tara runs all 8 businesses. She's over me. She's over my wife. She's over all of my staff, right? And everything goes through Tara. Final decisions usually go through Tara. Sometimes me, but most of the time through Tara. Tara also can make decisions without me. Tara is the only VA on my team that can make an executive decision if I'm not available to check in with. I got 2 more VAs that are slowly right behind that. Jess is one of them, right? And most of y'all on this call tonight have spoken to Jess at one time or another. Type the word Jess if you've spoken to Jess at one time or another within my business, right? JESS. Because Jess not only serves as customer service for basically all of what we do, but she also runs my housing program, Second Chance Housing. So over time, Miss Anise, as you remember, Miss Fox, it was God and I that built that program 6-7 years ago. But today, Jess is the program manager and Jess runs that program for me. I do not run Second Chance Housing the way I did 6 years ago. In fact, Jess made a placement today in my housing program, and it didn't really have to go through me. Now, I'll admit, because I'm just honest with it, right? Jess did say, Derek, I'm about 98% sure this guy going to be a good fit for us. But Derek, I don't want to mess it up because I don't want you mad at me. Can you assess him real quick, Derek? I talked to his mom. I talked to his caregiver. And Derek, I've actually talked to the client himself. But Derek, I want you to check him out too. Because I trained Jess to do this without me. That's why that HRA business in the box is so powerful. Because that whole assessment and how you do this is literally what Jess did, y'all. Jess wore her HRA hat. Jess lives in the Philippines, y'all. That's 9,000 miles away from me. And Jess was able to place somebody in Kissimmee, Florida in my ILF. And he's moving in a couple days, and we're going to get paid for that. That's how powerful that is that I'm able to turn that over. That means Jess took the phone call. She done the assessment. She talked to mom. She talked to the client and said, Derek, this guy going to be a good fit for us. Sure enough, I talked to the guy for about 4 minutes on the phone, finds out he's going to be a great fit. Mom's going to pay the rent, no problem there. I say, Jess, congratulations. You did a great job. Jess, you're starting to think just like me. You viewed this guy the way I did. So I trained Jess, and you all should be training your virtual assistants to become you. I literally told Jess from day one, Joanne, I said, Jess, I know that you're a female and I'm a male. You got long hair and I have no hair. You're bright skin and I'm dark. I said, but Jess, I'm going to train you to be me. Because one day, Jess, we're going to get so busy that I'm not going to have the time to talk to people and interview people and answer the phone. So, guys, I ran my program for many years before I said, Jess, this is your program now. As of December 27th, Jess has been with us for a year. As of December 27th, so over a year ago, I turned this whole program over to Jess. That's how powerful these VAs are. VAs also, this allows you to focus on your core activities while delegating administrative responsibilities. That's another thing that I really need in my life because, guys, I'll admit I'm not that organized. And if a lot of you guys will also be honest with yourself, a lot of y'all are not organized, right? You're not consistent. But most importantly, most of y'all got jobs, spouses, kids. So that means we're busy. So no excuse, but for $4 an hour, you mean to tell me I can get a liaison but between my kid's school teacher and me, or my business and me, my customers and me? That's no different from what all of my VAs play in terms of the role that they play. They are a liaison between me and my customers. Most of y'all this week have purchased something, bought something, invested in something, and my VAs kind of help with the transaction. You guys don't talk to me until it actually goes down because I want to do the teaching and the coaching. This is what I love to do. What I'm doing right now, running my big mouth, this is what I'm good at. So I let my team handle that administrative stuff. Just like years ago, I used to write my own ebooks. I used to create my own courses. I used to write my own curriculum. I don't anymore, guys. When you combine a virtual assistant with AI tools, bam, now you got it. Now, of course, the ideas are going to come from me. The thought process is going to come from me, my feelings, my emotion, all of my stuff, my sauce is going to come from me. But putting it together, that's not what I'm good at, y'all. I'm the guy that gives the gift in the Walmart bag with the receipt still in it. My VAs give the gift in the gold box with a red ribbon tied around it so the presentation is better. So you guys don't want the gift from me. That's the way I always explain that. You want the teaching from me. But the startup and getting it going and all the admin stuff, come to me when it's time for the coaching, right? So even our website, all of that stuff that we have in terms of building the websites and all of the presentations and our ebooks, guys, you don't want me doing that, right? You guys want me doing this right here. Okay. So again, back to what the people asked for. Remember, I told you a company asked my team to build this. They said before every point that you're going to make, give us like a theme page. So notice right before that one, now you got this as a theme, and then here's the points. They said the first slide, put this many points. My team did that. Here's another theme right before we get to the next points. Why do I need to hire a VA? And here go those points again. Virtual assistants handle routine administrative tasks, freeing up your time so that you can do other things. I often say the mundane tasks, most of y'all in this room, 100% of y'all are too important to be really answering the phone to your business. Y'all are too important to be responding to all of the emails. This can be taught to somebody else, y'all. The first few months, this is all I did was train my staff on how to respond like me, how to think like me, and how to deal with customers. All my VAs will tell you that my customers are family. So if anytime I got a VA that don't respect y'all or don't handle y'all the right way, that's terms for termination in my book. If I'm ever told that you all are not treated right from my team, somebody gonna be in trouble. Because how else can I run a successful business if the people I'm serving are being disrespected? So rule number one at VA 101 in all of my 8 businesses, when people call and inquiring about what do we do or how can they be involved in it, they need to be treating you guys with the utmost respect. They need to be patient, understanding, and give you all the information that you need. And if they don't know something, they tap back into their team, even if that means me, and then they get back with you. My team is never allowed to guess at an answer or a question that you've asked them. And this has all been trained to them from day one. Delegating non-core tasks to a virtual assistant helps with business owners manage their time effectively. This is my favorite part of a VA. I think of the idea. Oh, actually, no. I'll back up. God downloads the idea. I swirl it through my little brain and I give it to the VAs that actually make it come to life. God has put a lot of ideas on a lot of y'all hearts, right? In fact, put a heart emoji if God has put an idea, an ebook, some kind of curriculum on your heart, and you know you need to do it, but you just need some help. Somebody put in fact, I'm going to type the word heart because I can't do a heart emoji from where I am. Somebody, 2 of y'all put in a heart emoji If God has put a dream on your heart that you need to get done, but you haven't got around to it because you're busy, guys, the VA is the absolute cheat code to that. So delegating for me was one of my most favorite things that I was wanting to do once I got a business up and going. I wanted to think of something so that where I say, they do. I say, they do. No different from digitalflowsolutions.net. That website, we just gave Alex the vision and he took off running with it. We gave him the color scheme, but Alex created the logo. Alex created what it would look like. Alex created what the pricing would look like. Alex created the free discovery call that you guys get when you got questions. Alex created all of the workflows and automations that goes into that. So again, I go to conferences and I learn things from my coach, but I give it to my team. So I'm also somebody that takes a lot of coaching. I got about 7 coaches, y'all, because I got different areas of my life, different businesses that I have, and some of my VAs got coaches. So depending on what they do for our company, I buy our VAs coaches, curriculum. I buy them courses. So we don't just get a VA and think that they're going to be rock stars from day one. We pour into them. That means that we invest into them through training, courses, curriculum, making them join Facebook groups, making them join Clubhouse rooms. I got most of my VAs following somebody in the niche that we do. So for the wholesaling team, they're following certain people. My digital marketing team, they're following certain people. The grant writing business, they're following certain people, right? My real estate business, they're following certain people to make sure that we're all learning and we're growing together. Again, hiring a virtual assistant can increase productivity and allow business owners to focus on important tasks. Again, you guys got to focus on the more important things, not the mundane small stuff. Y'all shouldn't be doing your social media. You shouldn't be answering your own telephone calls, right? And some of the email management from some of the regular everyday questions, that should be answered by your VA, which allows you to focus more on the business to be the hero in your community. Delegating tasks leads to better quality work and increased productivity. So again, guys, I keep saying it and I pick on myself by saying it, but guys, I'm not very techie at all, but that's why I have a virtual assistant. No different from our newsletter and our blog writing business. Guys, I don't write newsletters, but guess who can write a great newsletter? Chat GPT, an AI tool. So we combine AI tools and VAs together, and now you got fireworks. You've just created your own 4th of July. Boom, fireworks. Because again, the virtual assistants and these AI tools, there's really nothing that you guys can't get done to make passive income. And that's the other part that I love to talk about when we talk about VAs. How can you create passive income? You do that by leveraging somebody that makes $4 an hour so that maybe you make $400 an hour or $4,000 a month. Okay. Even when it comes down to our housing program, here's a small example, right? And if you've been around us long enough, guys, you know that we don't talk about numbers a lot, but the numbers are what they are. Watch this. Last week, Jess made 2 referrals for us, right? We charged $300 per referral. That means Jess took 2 phone calls and those people were not good fits for our program for whatever reason. But as an HRA, as a housing referral agency that we are also, which I encourage all of y'all to be, right? Jess called somebody else and referred those clients to somebody else. That means that we still housed them. We still kept them from being homeless, and we took them from homeless to hopeful, but we didn't need the real estate to do it. We used our relationship and we called somebody else who thought they were a great fit for their program. So 2 people for us, that means $600. Jess also referred somebody to our program that same week, literally 2 days later, for a $700 bed fee. Guys, that is $1,300. And the VA paycheck was $160. So 4 hours $4 an hour, 8 hours a day is $160 a week, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I call passive income, because that means Jess took those phone calls. She didn't need to call me. She didn't need to ask me any questions. Jess handled all of this without me. The 2 referrals for 300 and 300, that's 600, and then 1 in-house referral to us at Second Chance Housing for $700. That is $1,300 that Jess made, which is a virtual assistant, in 3 days, and her paycheck for a week was $170. Put yes in the chat If you guys think that that's doable and you think that's pretty cool, how you still can house the homeless, but you don't need the real estate. Put the word yes in the chat. Again, if you think that's pretty cool, how you guys can house the homeless and literally have a program to where you can advertise every day that you are a housing provider. You have a housing referral agency and you don't need the property. You just need the real estate. Type in the word yes if you think that's pretty cool. Okay. So I'll move it along again real quick. Again, theme picture. Why do I need to hire from VA 101? And here we go again. Some of the same points. Virtual assistants typically charge by the hour or project. Hiring a VA is a cost-effective solution for business. Virtual assistants are often more affordable compared to hiring a full-time employee, which means, again, if I hired somebody today in terms of where I live at to do it, what I want most of my VAs to do, that'd be $30, $40, $60 an hour. Guys, I couldn't afford it. I wouldn't be in business, right? There are no hidden costs like taxes or insurance associated with VAs. So all of that tax stuff and all of that stuff that you got to do to pay a regular employee here, that doesn't exist with some employee that lives overseas, guys. So again, cost effective is one of the biggest cheat codes to all of this. Because again, at $4 an hour, where you going to find that at to help you inside of your business or your life? Because remember, I told you guys, I use VAs in my life and my business. We don't book flights anymore, vacation, travel arrangements, going out to dinner, my massage that I got next Tuesday. I didn't set that up, right? So meeting with commissioners in my city, meeting with state legislators, like emailing really important people to try to get in front of them, emailing the Channel 8 news. Oh, this is a new one, y'all. This is a cheat code. Wherever you live at, your VA should be emailing the Channel 8 news, Channel 2, Channel 7, Channel 8, talking about what you do in the community. We're getting ready to do a lot of that. So if you're in our private community, we're actually going to be talking more about that in the private community. I'm going to be doing more of that this year too. I'm not going to give it all the way to YouTube, but our private communities, we want to do a lot of more deep diving this year. I think I spent a lot of time on Clubhouse and at the end of the year on YouTube, but I want to dive more into the people that are already kind of like family to us. So if you're in any of our VIP communities, look forward to that this year. But just super excited about that. So also, I want to talk about the work-life balance. I just got a small story of a gentleman that told us that, Derek, man, you saved my marriage. And I was like, what? He's like, bro, you don't know, but you saved my marriage. I was like, what are you talking about? How did I save your marriage? And literally, he talked about the quote that I say all the time. Having a virtual assistant is literally buying your time back. You're buying your time back. So I often tell people, is $4 an hour worth it to your wife or your husband? If $4 an hour, is that worth it to your children to be able to spend that extra time? So the gentleman told me that literally because he's got a VA now, he's not running his business 7 days a week and it's running him crazy. Literally every Tuesday night now, him and his wife have a date night. He said there was no way that he would be able to do that without hiring that VA. So I love the kind of responses that we get and the kind of testimonials that lean over into your personal life. We get people all the time that say, Derek, this VA changed my business. Derek, this was the cheat code. But I love it when somebody say, bro, my marriage was getting ready to go down the dumps. And having this VA that you guys kind of pushed us to get, Derek, what was I waiting for? And that's what most people talk about, right? Like as soon as they get a VA, the first thing that they say was, man, what was I waiting on? Joanne, you was one of those, right? Joanne, type in the chat, what was I waiting for if you was one of those people? If you're in this room and you got a VA, type into the chat, what was I waiting for? Because again, that's the first thing most people say. And that's why a lot of people have multiple VAs now. So when I got one VA, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Then I got two. Then I got three. Then I got four. And then my team, they literally built VA 101. So even the idea of the staffing agency, it was kind of my idea, but guess who built VA 101 and everything that it takes to vet and train and endorse these VAs to people? Tara and Mary, but mostly Tara. Tara's my executive administrator. She was like, Derek, would you like to have your own VA company? I was like, really? Who, me? She's like, yeah. She said, we'll build it. I said, huh? She said, we'll build it. We'll brand it. We'll advertise it. She said, Derek, think about it. I live in the Philippines. We know how this works. You don't. So let us build this business for you. I was like, wow. And that's what I told you guys. I have multiple businesses now that are strictly ran by VAs. And that's what I call passive income. And in 2024, we all need more of that. Okay. So hopefully you guys, in fact, 2 people put in the chat right now, passive income, right? Type the word passive income, because to me, passive income to me is being able to leverage a skill set or somebody else so that you can still make money without you having to be involved in it. As the HRA, that whole HRA business in the box, that allows you guys to house people, but you never need the real estate. And I just gave the example of how Jess did that, because all you're doing is building the relationships so that when your phone rings, you refer out to other people. And again, if you haven't seen that free webinar at forstonconsultants.com, absolutely free. Click the tab that says webinars, and there's 2 of them there. The ILF to be the operator, or the HRA to where you still want to do what we do, but you don't have the property yet. We say yet because we believe that you will get a property. But you guys can make money tomorrow. Prime example. I now have, 4 beds available in Kissimmee, Florida. You guys can HRA to me tomorrow. I'll gladly pay $300 for a good client, right? And don't forget, guys, you can HRA in all 50 states. Okay. But tonight, again, we're talking about how do we utilize virtual assistants. And again, if you don't have a VA in 2024, you're already losing, in my opinion. So we're going to give you guys an opportunity to tap into that. But last but not least, hiring a virtual assistant can help improve work-life balance. I just talked about that. The guy said that we saved his marriage because he bought his time back. He's not in that business every day, all day anymore. The VA now answers the phone. The VA does the social media, and the VA does the lead generation, meaning finding him new business, right? He literally got a new business. Well, actually, it's not new, but he needs new customers. So that VA every day, guess what that VA's one job is? And I got a VA that does this too. Every day, find 100 people. Prime example, one of my VAs today found 100 people, and they sent them an email either through LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram, and they introduced VA 101 and said, hey, are you a business owner? Are you an entrepreneur? Do you need a virtual assistant? We think you do. Click this link and let's get on the phone call and talk about it. That's one job for one VA every day. That means for 5 days a week, I should have 500 people that we've at least offered this business to. How genius is that? My coach taught me that. So I don't care what you all do, whatever your business is. I don't care if you bake chicken and you fry chicken and you sell it, or you bake cookies, you house the homeless, or you're a consultant. Can you imagine getting your message in front of 100 people every day, 5 days a week? What if 3 people out of that 500 say yes? What if 7 people say yes? That's 500 people every week that never knew about your business that now knows about it. Felicia, that's powerful to me. That one of my VAs is going to email, DM, and cold call 100 people a day, and that's her only job. She has nothing else to do. So no excuse. Well, Derek, I didn't have time. What do you mean? That's your only assignment, to DM, call, or leave a message to 100 people about these chocolate chip cookies that we selling. See, I just plugged in any kind of business, whatever you do. And what's so cool about this whole thing too, we allow you guys to be affiliates of this too. I ain't even got to that part yet. So literally by tomorrow, all y'all can tell y'all family, y'all friends that y'all have a company called VA 101. See my sweatshirt? Got the QR code on my sleeve. Put the word yes in the chat if you can see my QR code on my sleeve. I'm a walking billboard everywhere I go, y'all. No matter what we do, whether it's housing the homeless or having these VAs, I'm a walking billboard everywhere I go. So at the end of this call tonight, we're going to give y'all the opportunity to actually get a VA or to be affiliates to get this VA, to actually offer it to other people. And we pay a 20% commission. So if you got a website, you can literally put this on your website that you offer VAs. And you never have to tell people that, well, that's my coach business, but he let me use it. You don't got to say that. VA 101, my face ain't on it, my name ain't on it, and my team run it. So essentially, I'm allowing you guys to leverage my whole team for nothing. And we pay you 20%. So by tomorrow, all of y'all should tell your business buddies, your pastor, your priest, your bishop, and literally tell them that you have your own VA business and convince them that they need a VA. Show them this PowerPoint. You can take them to our YouTube live. show them that PowerPoint. But the gist of it is you can have your own VA company by tonight. Because if you visit va101.co, again, va101.co, and click that link that says become an affiliate, you can sign up tonight. In fact, Alex, put that in the chat, right? Let's help these people out. Let's give away a business tonight, Alex. Let's give everybody the ability to have their own VA business tonight by putting that link in the chat. Did y'all see my QR code? I don't play. In VA 101. So, guys, I'm walking through Walmart, Kroger's, Publix, and people just ask. And sometimes they just walk by me and scan it. It's also on the back of my shirt. I'll turn around and show it to you if I could. So sometimes people are behind me snapping, taking that picture because they want to see what the QR code is. So that's one of the cheat codes, right? My VA is built all my apparel. My apparel store is built by my VA. Alex, if you got my apparel store, also post that. Every one of y'all in this room should have an apparel store. You guys can build an apparel store from Teespring and it costs you no money. You can have hoodies, sweatshirts, hats, leggings, socks, book bags, and it don't cost you a dime. But when you sell it, Teespring gonna get half of their money and you get money. So that's another passive income. I'm giving y'all the game tonight because most of y'all don't have time to run this Teespring store yourself. So we tell people, have your VA build a Teespring store, and your job is just to drive people to it now, drive traffic to it. But so is your VA. Your VA is also going to drive traffic to it. Okay? Here are some testimonies that people talked about, just how great they was happy. My VA hiring process was simply flawless. Working with VA 101 helps ease the workload. Here's another one that was very small. I purchased a virtual assistant that had exceeded our expectations and is now a liaison of all three of my businesses. Here's another one. I decided to take action, purchase the VA from VA 101. Not only did I get a informative course, continuous support, and a great VA, but also gained a new family member. So just how I told you guys, our VAs now, they're family to us. They're not just an employee. So Alex, that's my little brother now. Alex is family to me. So we don't treat them just like regular employees, right? They're family and they're a part of what we do. So basically, Digital Flow Solutions, even though that's our company, so says the IRS, guess who really the owner and the operator and the thought leader of Digital Flow Solutions? Alex. That's his business per se. They just allow me to be in the background and take credit for it. But I'm never going to build y'all website. I'm never going to build y'all logo. I'm never going to give you the phone system. I'm never going to give you the text messaging system. I'm never going to build your landing page. I'm never going to do your automations or your workflows. But guess who will? Alex and my team. So again, guys, that is literally kind of what these VAs do. And for only $697, that's a one-time fee. You guys can get your own VA. Or if you want two VAs, that's kind of the suggestion that I tell everybody, especially if it's two people in the same room. You guys should just go in together and get that one. That way you save a little money. But if you say, no, Derek, I do my own thing on my own time, one-time fee for $697, and then you're responsible for that $4 an hour that you're going to pay them. Okay? So I'll let Shay talk a little bit about our process. This is the last slide for me. And then Shay can kind of talk about the process of actually getting the VA. Like, how does it work once you hit the buy button? So why should you choose VA 101? First of all, the cheat code is that it's only $4 an hour, right? Get an elite virtual assistant at the fraction of the cost, starting at only $4 an hour. And the minimum hours per day, guys, is 6 hours. So if you did 6 hours a day, $4 an hour, that's $120 a week. And literally what I kind of proposed to that gentleman that said that we saved his marriage. Now the question is $120 a week worth saving your marriage, worth the relationship with your children, worth you getting back into the church, all the things that kind of holds us back because we don't have help, right? Is $120 a week worth it to you? You got to ask yourself, right? And then when people say, well, Derek, how long does it take to get a VA from you guys once I get it? It takes my team 10 to 15 days to vet, train, and endorse that VA to you. So if you purchase the VA today, there's some material that you're going to get. You're going to get an ebook. It's going to be in a course. But your job is to watch the course and go through the ebook. And then they're also going to do an onboarding with you. But while you're going through the course, that's going to give my team 10 to 15 days to find the talent that you told us that you wanted. So when you first buy that VA, one of the first things that you'll get from us is that job form. And that's literally you telling us what you want in an employee. What do you want in a VA? What kind of skill set do you want this VA to have?
Are you
Do you
stealing my
have a
portion
business?
of this?
Maybe I am, huh, Shay?
You
Shay,
sure
you still
are.
there?
I
Jump on in there,
am.
Shay.
You just
Talk to
run it.
them
I
about
said,
the
this man just
process.
said Shay's gonna say what she needs to say, and you just
I
start
sure
telling my
was,
whole thing.
but that was
Alex,
me
go
also
ahead. The
being
business
prepared that if
maven.
you wasn't there. So go ahead,
Um,
Shay. Talk about the process.
absolutely. The business maven is entered as well, Derek. So if you want to bring her up, she's
Okay.
available. So sorry guys, I'm actually out and about, but the process here at
Exactly why I was
VA,
doing that part.
hush your mouth. The
Go ahead.
VAs at VA 101, our process is very unique to us and very streamlined, makes it for a seamless transition for you to start with on your VA 101 journey. So our virtual assistants, what we do is the moment you purchase from us, you will get information via email and text message that will guide you through the process. Our process is a step-by-step process with everything being outlined for you in easy steps, right? So the first thing you're going to do is complete a jot form, as Derek said, which is going to outline everything you need in your virtual assistant. What are you looking for? What skill set, what task do you think you'll have this virtual assistant do? That allows our team to go out there and find the right talent for your VA journey. Once that is done, we do an onboarding call with somebody, a member of our team, that will educate you on the software and systems that you're going to need to use in order to utilize your virtual assistant, track them, your HR programs and systems that you'll utilize to run your, again, your staff, how they check in, how you pay them, how you can see uh, their 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 progress and what they're doing on a day-to-day basis while they're working on the clock for you. So a member of our team walks you through that process and shows you how to use those tools. And then once that is done, you should be in that process of our team should be in the process of being ready to get you squared away with interviews. Our team interviews first. Also, make sure that your VAs or your potential VAs have the skill sets that you've asked for or request for. Once that is done, again, we bring them to you, and now you get that opportunity to interview. Once you interview, again, our team is with you during that interview process to help educate you on some of the questions that you may not even know are appropriate to ask. So our team will be the ones helping to facilitate that interview. Once that is done, the goal is that we make this decision so difficult for you that you have a hard time choosing between the candidates that we bring before you on this journey. So that's a little bit of that process and what it looks like, and how we help you navigate this space and not navigate it alone here at VA 101. Derek?
All right, that's fast. That was fast. Any questions, any concerns about any of that Shay just talked about? Now's a great time if you guys have questions. Alex has put the link in the chat. We've also put it on the bottom of the screen. It says get one source VA for just $697. You guys can text I want in to 407 809 3139. So you guys can text that number 407 809 3139 if you want more information about that, or if you just want them to send you an invoice. You guys can also just go to our website at www.va101.co. But Alex made it really easy for you all. And again, we're usually here for about 90 minutes or so. So if you guys have any questions or any concerns about either A, what is a VA and what can they do, B, our process, or C, maybe you have a current business and you want to know how that VA can be used inside of your business, we're willing to answer all of those questions. And then again, we're here 3 days a week, right? So Monday, Tuesday at 6 p.m., and then we come back at Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So our next room obviously is Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And Saturdays we usually talk about the HRA, the Housing Referral Agency, and combined with the VA. But we also usually talk about the ILF operators as well. But Mondays is usually all about ILF talk as being the operator. But just like on Saturdays, we also mix in the HRA because it all goes together. So the only singled out day that we usually focus only on VA type stuff is Tuesdays. But Monday and Saturday, you can bring all of your ILF questions. But because it also looks like we'll finish a little early tonight, if you guys have ILF questions tonight, I'll also entertain those as well. So let me turn my camera back on just for a second. Make sure you guys know that I'm still here. And again, Shay, if you see any questions in the chat that I missed, help me out. I'm getting ready to type out something in the chat, and then I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. So I've already started listing some of the things that VAs can do. And as you guys can see, here's some flyers that my VAs build for me. My flyer game is sick, y'all. So every business that we have, my VAs build us flyers. These are, I think, 4x6, those postcard flyers. I put these everywhere, right? So literally, I'm the guy that goes to Walmart and puts one in every windshield. I'm that guy that go to the mall and everybody in the windshield get one. But I'm also the guy that walks in the mall and Walmart and drop them on the floor, put them in between products by the milk, by the eggs, by the cheese, by the Advil, by the Tylenol, by the weight loss powder, right? By the arthritis medicine, by the NyQuil. So I put this stuff everywhere. And as you see, there's a QR code on it. In fact, the last time we took a flight somewhere, Shay was like, Derek, you for real right now? I literally put them all over the plane. So on boarding the plane, getting off the plane, every back of the seat got it. In between the magazine got it. In the terminal, on that little train thing that you ride to get to the next terminal. Guys, I put my flyers everywhere. And my VAs make this stuff, right? They send it to the company to have it printed. They also have it shipped to my house. So the flyers is where you guys really need to stand out at. But just again, on this same flyer, I'm advertising to people what these VAs can do, right? Email management. How many of y'all miss emails all the time and you don't respond back in a timely manner? Social media management. How many of y'all are just like me and not very techie? Write the word me if that's you. Real estate wholesaling, real estate investing, website creation. Guys, I said over a year ago, I would love to have a website development company. How dumb does that sound when I can't build websites? But how smart is that if you use somebody else's skill set like Alex and they build websites for you and now you call it a dadgum company? Guys, I literally build companies with VAs, guys, because they can do things that I can't. I always wanted my own credit repair company to be able to help people restore their credit, to be able to send you to the bank to go get a big old bag of money. Guys, I can't repair credit. I don't know how to write dispute letters. I don't want to learn it. But I got a team of VAs that'll take your credit from a 500 to a 750. So again, I'm leveraging somebody else's skill set. Customer service. That's what Jess does a lot for us. Most of my VAs play multiple roles in different businesses, right? I told you guys we have 8 different businesses. But most of my VAs, except for one, Jillian is the only VA that only works in one business. The other ones, they're spread across 3 different ones. And people like Tara and Jess, they're in all of them. Right? So depending on the skill set of your VAs, you're going to determine that. I knew from week 1 that Tara was going to be the boss. I knew from week 1 that I would have multiple VAs. So you start seeing it, y'all. And I start planning ahead of time, right? I said, you know what? Tara going to be the boss one day because I could just tell. She was very proactive. She did things without me asking. She could figure out anything techie, right? And that's a no-brainer for me. But everything that I wanted her to be like, even with Jess, they all think like me. They do business like me. The difference between me and Alex is that Alex is on the side of our business where it's a lot of techie stuff, a lot of intuitive type stuff that I have no clue how to do. So Alex just gets a lot of vision from me. Alex, I want this, I want this, I want this. And my coach said, do this, this, and this. And Alex, I have no clue how to do none of that. So go research it. You find it out, Alex, and come back and teach it to me. That's what it looks like, y'all. So again, marketing. Where do you think all of our marketing comes from? Graphic design. I dare you guys to go to VA 101 social media, Forston Consultants, Second Chance Housing, the Angela Denise Foundation. I'm not posting that stuff, y'all. Our VAs do that. So how do people know about us? Most of y'all are on this call tonight because you heard about me through social media. So if I wasn't running my big mouth and my team didn't take this content to chop it up, because even the content tonight, my team's going to take this up and chop it up 155 times. And that's going to be multiple pieces of content that go out to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and all of these other genres of places so that people can find us. I always tell you guys, man, if you bake the best chocolate chip cookies and you sell them, how do people know to come and patronize your business and buy the cookies from you if you never advertise it? So the VAs, again, is what's going to allow you guys to advertise it and be consistent. Because most of y'all, again, you're not going to post every day. You're not going to post 3 times every day, 7 days a week. But these VAs will, though. Okay? So that's the way that we view that. Lead generation, I told you, no matter what your business is, how do you bring more customers into it? Lead generation, so that you guys can make money, so that you can feed your family. Remember, that's what we all about, right? We want to please God. We want to help people. We want to be respected by our community. And we want to make enough money to be able to feed our family. That's the mantra that we live by. Somebody type in the word me if that's also kind of what you want to live by. And I'll say it again real slow. Type in the word me if this is you. With everything that we do, we want to please God. We want to help people. We want to be respected by the community. And I want to make enough money to be able to feed my family. That means feed your family. Because nothing I'm asking y'all to do, it's like for free. I want y'all to feed y'all family doing this. Right? And that's just some of the things, data management, research, all of the things that can be done. Here is my second chance housing flyer. How do you think? Now, somebody hopefully saw the post that I put up about 2 weeks ago. My team posted it. There was a gentleman that saw this flyer in Walmart next to the eggs in the dairy section of Walmart. That same gentleman called me. I drove to the Walmart and done the assessment in the dadgum parking lot. Somebody put the word yes in the chat if you saw that. I literally, because of this post, because of this flyer that I put next to the eggs, somebody saw this and we're housing that guy right now. He's a military veteran. And if you saw the picture or the post or the video, notice that in his hand, look at his hand. He's got a wad of money and a debit card. Also notice, though, how disheveled he may have looked to you. But he didn't know that it was a choice or an opportunity to be housed at second chance housing. But because my VAs built this flyer and had it mailed to my house, I now put these all over Walmart, and some guy now is not homeless because of what we done, and this started from my VA. Lord have mercy. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So again, for the last time, I hope that we done the goal that we always have here at Fortune Consultants. We got 2 goals all the time, is to come give you the game and the know-how of how to do something or why you need something. But then the second goal is also to give you an opportunity to get into it. So just like I told you guys tonight, right? We also even sell a course for, I think it's like $47. That said, well, Derek, I want to do all of this with what you just said, but
Alex,
I don't want
can you hear Derek?
Am I muted? Can you guys still hear me?
I cannot hear him any longer.
Yes, I can hear you.
And everybody still hear
Can
me
you
okay?
hear Derek?
Put a 1 in the
Yes,
chat if you
I
guys can
can.
still hear me.
Okay, it's my phone then. Let me jump off and I'll jump back on.
Okay.
Can you guys still hear me other than Alex? Joanne, can you still hear me loud and clear? Thanks, Anise. Perfect. Perfect. So what was I saying? I was rambling about something. Oh, probably about that military veteran, right? So again, simply because that guy saw that flyer and because my VAs built that flyer, again, somebody's now not homeless, right? Now it still took me to go and place that flyer, but my VAs built all of that. So again, guys, VAs are the cheat code to your life and your business. And as I said, the 2 goals that we always have is to come and give you the information, but also give you the opportunity to get into it. And as I said, guys, for only $697, a one-time fee, is going to get you your own virtual assistant and that you're going to interview, right? So you're going to pick that VA. We're not going to just give you a VA and say, hey, good luck, I hope you make it. We're going to be there with you along the whole process. And my team is going to do the onboarding with you to make sure that you're nice and successful with having this VA. And in the course that we give you, it teaches you how to manage the VA, what you're looking for, how to hire a VA. That's why we want you to watch the course even before the vetting process. So once you buy the VA, right, you get the course immediately, because while you're waiting the 10 to 15 days to get the VA vetted to you, we want you to watch that course so that you know how to hire that VA once we present you with the best of the best, right? So usually your choice would be between 2 and 3 people, and then from that you would choose one. Some people get this like, wow, they're all so good. Which one do I choose? Which one do I choose? Excuse me. Some people choose 2 of them right off the bat, right? So, and again, we're not against if 2 people in here want to get the 2 for the 997. Just let my team know, and they'll send you guys separate invoices. Okay. So I land my plane there for now. Shay, I'm gonna turn it back over to you. And Lynette, if you want to come back up and introduce yourself. Lynette, guys, in case if you didn't know, is my accountant. So the business maven, and she helps anybody that's a part of our ILF Mastery Blueprint. But Lynette, if you want to speak on VAs or just introduce yourself, do whatever you feel, sis. The
All
mic is
right.
yours.
Hey, everybody. So happy to be on with you guys tonight. Always excited when I can be a part of this great platform with the Forstons. Great people, great friends, great clients. And my name is Lynette Green. I am the business maven, and I'm a degreed accountant with 30 plus years of experience in bookkeeping, finance, and accounting across almost all business sectors, and have prepared taxes for all of those different business. Gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, Derek. I had to just a brain freeze right there. But anyway, um, I've done taxes for businesses, for sole proprietorships, for LLCs, for corporations, partnerships, as well as including S corps, and of course nonprofits. So I've got a pretty vast, a pretty good variety of experience in all the different business areas. And I'm excited for the opportunity to be a part of the ILF industry. I've been a part of working with Derek and Shay since I think their second house. Shay introduced me to Derek, and we've been working together ever since. He did his homework. He vetted me like they vet their VAs, and here I am, 5 years later, I think maybe. And we're still working together. I've watched their businesses grow, and they're doing great things. So if you're on here tonight, you're on here because you've heard great things about the Forstons and great things about what they're doing in the business industry, the ILF model, the VA 101, the HRA. It's just amazing to see what they've done over the last few years, and I am honored and blessed to be a part of it. Just play a small role in a great thing that God is doing in the earth through them. Regarding the VAs, any opportunity I get to talk about the VAs, I champion the VA program that the Forstons have. I can't say that I have a point of comparison, because this is my first experience with the VA in terms of other people who might offer the same kind of service. I can speak to the quality of service that I received, and not me for my own personal business, but for my full time job. I'm an executive administrator, and I was a part of the hiring process for the VA that we currently have working for us. And we're a part of a church, we're not a for profit company. The process was excellent. Mary will always get shout outs from me. She is excellent. She's professional. And she asked the questions that we didn't even think to ask. It brings out more of the skills that the VA has. It shows just how much that person can bring value to your corporation. And she was on it. I mean, the VA that we got is excellent. We love her. She just recently had a baby. Derek, I think I told you and Shay that
Yep.
she had a baby. I think it was a little girl. I think it was a girl. Yes, it was a girl. Cute as a button. She sent us a picture. So she was out for about a week, and then she was back on it.
Right
Didn't
back.
right back. Didn't skip a beat.
Wow.
So we were excited for her, and excited that she could, just jump right back in and get things done for us. So I think that we've been really, really blessed. The process was easy. It wasn't difficult at all. We take care of her payment, and it's something that I think we waited too long to do. And that was actually a statement that was made by the other my other coworker who was involved in the process. And so now we have actually just hired our second VA. Yeah, I was waiting for the horns, Derek. We just hired our second VA at the church where I work, and we're looking forward to working with her. She's going to do some writing for us. Our first VA is primarily customer service, but this VA is actually going to do some writing. So we're excited, and looking forward to working with her and expanding what God is doing with virtual assistants.
Good stuff. Thank you so much, Lynette. I appreciate that. So
Absolutely.
Shay, back to you if you have. Shay, did you see any questions that maybe we've missed? Because also this is a good time for them to take advantage of while Lynette's here. So if you guys got any accounting questions, maybe since we're still early tonight, we got about 25 minutes, but I also don't want to press it if there's no questions. There's a lot of great info here. I don't want to press it if there's not. But again, last call for questions, concerns about VAs, about the process, or about VA 101. We'll check back with Shay and Lynette, and then we'll close you guys out. Miss Shay.
Yeah, Derek. I don't think Shay is on anymore. I don't see her.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
she's
I actually don't
she's
I
see
not
her.
on.
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. So let me check this comment section real quick. So I'm just gonna say thank y'all so much for being here. We super appreciate it. And y'all got about 2 minutes to type a question if you have one. If not, I'm going to assume I gave so much great information that there isn't any questions. So let me see. I'm gonna just scroll all the way up to make sure, Lynette, I don't want to leave nobody out.
Okay.
And big shout out to all of the new people too. There's a lot of new people that's been joining us lately. So thank you to all of the newer people, Miss Niece, who's now family now. Miss Renee, I hope that you're here. Miss Renee literally purchased the business in a box kind of at the deadline right before it went back to like the
Regular
$2,000
price.
product. Yeah, so big shout out to big shout out to her.
Congratulations.
Let's see. Also, big shout out to the gentleman. No, it was a lady. So Miss Selena. So Lynette, you're gonna have another I Love Mastery Blueprint person, Miss Selena.
Awesome.
So her and her sister. So big shout out to Miss
Congratulations,
Selena and her
Selena.
sister who've
Yeah.
taken the step to be a part of our family, and they purchased the I Love Mastery Blueprint while it was still on sale. So very smart of
Congratulations.
them. So yep. So we'll
That's
get her information
fantastic.
to you. And no, I actually don't. So thank y'all so much. We truly appreciate it. And before I go, Miss Lynette, any closing words, anything that you want to leave the people with?
I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year, happy new business. For those of you that have been on the fence in 2023, this is the year to come off of the fence. It's a year of open doors. Received the word of the Lord on last night. So this is an opportunity for you to find that specific business that God is calling you to, that you want to see expand, extend, and grow the kingdom of God. I think the last time I was on, I shared a scripture: when you lend to the poor, God will repay. And for those of you that have property, you're trying to figure out what you want to do with it. If you have a rental, you're trying to figure out, this is an opportunity and you're not sure what to do with it. You could, make an Airbnb and charge premium cost for it. But if you're choosing the ILF, if you're choosing to expand your ILF with a VA, if you're looking at the housing referral program that Derek and Shay are offering, whatever you're doing to lend to God's people, He honors that, and He's going to respond to your investment and to your sacrifice. So, welcome to the kingdom business world, and 2024 is going to be a great year for us.
All right, good stuff. Alex, anything that you want to leave the people with, Alex? Anything about digital flow solutions or anything?
Okay. I just want to say it was a great time here, and happy new year to everybody. And yeah, getting a VA should be your top priority. There's me as myself as a VA. I know how much I've been able to contribute to my boss, because my bosses, they are very, very busy people. So like I find fulfillment in working hard, and being able to be a part of their life in order to contribute to their business positively, to help them to achieve their dream while achieving mine as well. So if you've been sitting on the fence, if you want to skyrocket your business, this is a good opportunity. It's January. Take advantage of what we have going on. Get a VA, and yeah, get your business going. So I wish you all the best, and yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Good stuff. So you heard it from the VA himself, right? He understands that we're super busy and that we're trying to get business and goals accomplished. And he feels fulfilled by literally taking that weight off of us. Because just like I told you, right? Digitalflowsolutions.net, that company, guys, I can't do anything that requires to help you all as customers. But Alex is a genius at it. And again, guys, everything tonight has been talked about is leveraging a different skill set from somebody else so that you can fulfill something for somebody else. That's essentially what that is. So thank y'all so much. We super appreciate it. We'll see you guys back in this room at Saturday at 10 a.m. Again, Saturday at 10 a.m. As we always say, don't wait to be great. And now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Amen. Don't wait to be great, and we'll see you
Amen.
guys Saturday at 10
Amen.
a.m.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.